everyone, my name is Keshante Chantel and welcome to my channel. So we are going to be doing this very stunning look, and we are using nothing but drugstore products. So I am all about saving a coin. I love high end, I love low end, but at the end of the day, as long as it looks good, that's all that matters. So we're going to be doing this look. I will leave everything that I use in a description bar below. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join my channel, and guys, we're gonna jump straight into this makeup look. So even though we are using nothing but drugstore products, I'm going to always use my Vitamin Enriched face base. This is by Bobbi Brown, one of my favorite products. It has the primer and moisturizer combination. If you're somebody that doesn't like a whole lot of steps, this is going to be perfect for you. It helps to moisturize your skin, and it smells very citrusy, so it has such a pleasant scent to it. So we've already put our moisturizer on. I am going to go in with my Jelly Pop primer from Morphe Cosmetics. So this is a really good affordable primer that helps your makeup to stay on. It has a little bit of tackiness to it, so it really does guarantee that that foundation is going to slip, not slide. Another really good affordable primer if you're looking for one and you have more oily skin, NYX has a blurring matte primer, which is really good. All right, and for my foundation, I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Soft Glam foundation. e.l.f. has really good foundation. I don't know if you have tried it or not, but they have another one that's supposed to be very comparable to the Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't tried that one. I got this, a while back, and this one has a medium to buildable coverage. Now it is a little bit darker than my skin tone, and that is okay because I do like to go in with like a very light concealer. So after I just kind of start doing my makeup, everything evens out for me. But you can see how this foundation is just blending really well, and it's good for a drugstore foundation because sometimes they can either not provide enough coverage, or like they can instantly start turning colors on you once they oxidize. So yeah, that does look crazy, but we trust the process over here. So now I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is amazing. Like, this concealer, you guys gotta follow this channel because I put you on to the good stuff. This concealer is the bee's knees. I use a lot of high-end makeup. I work in the cosmetic industry, so I'm just I have access to a lot of stuff. And I will not use anything else but this concealer because it is the bomb.com. And if you're looking for a really good product to bronze with, bronze or contour, if you have a preference, this is from Black Opal. It's the True Color foundation stick. I get the shade bronze, and I love to use this just to bronze up my skin because it does wonders. It has my makeup always looking like I just stepped off of the island of Turks and Caicos. So yeah, it just always makes my skin look very bronzy and glowy, and then I just start blending those products out. So I do take my brush and I go over my concealer and the contour stick just to kind of fuse those together, because you don't want any harsh lines, but at the same time you want those products to just marinate together so that it starts to give like that really seamless blend. As you can see, I'm not disturbing the product that's like right where the inner corners is, because when we blend that out, we just want to keep that product right where it's at, because that's what's going to give you that really bright under eye highlight. And it's no need to drag the product back into the cheek. And then what I'll do lastly is just kind of take that brush and just diffuse right there in that spotlight where the forehead is at. And as you can see, it gives me like this really bronzy look. And what I'm gonna do now is start just kind of diffusing the color on the inner corners, and I just kind of take it and keep it right in that area. And I go back over that and just kind of tone it down. So you can see like the colors are starting to just marinate together. And I like this look because, one, this just really shapes the frame of my face and gives me, I don't want like a chiseled snatch kind of look, but So these come in handy so much. I'm typically used to using like these powder puffs. I get both of these products off of Shein for like, I don't know, this is like 100 powder puffs for like $15, $20, if that. And then these are really convenient for getting into like tight spots. So they're basically like your little finger powder puff. What I like to do, I take my Airspun. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this has been around for a long time. And this is some really good setting powder, and you get a lot of it. The shade that I got was the extra translucent coverage. So just knock a bit of that off into the cap. And then I'm gonna take that little setting powder and just tap into it. And you wanna still do the same thing, like knock off any excess. So when you stamp it, it doesn't just get a whole bunch of powder like right there. And then I just set my under eye. So when I do go back in with more powder, it's not like patchy or looking dry. It'll be like more smooth. And then I do the other one. But this just allows you to really press that powder into like your under eye. And this is perfect for somebody that might have like a lot of lines underneath your under eye, because the last thing you want is like that powder, that translucent powder, getting into your lines. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit more heavier coverage underneath the eye with the powder, and then you'll see me do kind of like this. So you can see it's picking up more powder. It's gonna give like more of that brighter under eye look. And then we do leave this on to bake. Now, another really good setting powder is the Maybelline Fit Me. I typically use the Fair Light when I use this, so that's another really good option. All right, so to bronze, I'm gonna be using the Fit Me. This is the matte poreless foundation. I'm gonna use the shade 360 Mocha, which is a darker shade, but of course, you know, we are just going to bronze kind of contour a little bit. I don't want too much, but you know, that does nicely. And I just kind of go over the areas where I put the cream bronzer. This just helps to mattify that area a little bit more. And then for my blush, this is my favorite. It is the Revlon. This is their, so this is the Revlon powder blush in the shade Tickle Pink. Y'all, I think I paid like $4.99 for this blush, and I got it from like what, Marshall's. It is stunning. It is so pretty. It is such the perfect shade of pink. Like, look at that. It just gives me like these really pretty rosy girly cheeks. And this is like, I have a lot of high-end blush, but what I'm finding is that sometimes the color payoff is just not there. And for a drugstore blush, this is amazing. And so I'm doing multiple layers just because, number one, I'm only tapping into this blush. I'm not swirling because that's gonna pick up too much color and give me too much transfer when I want to just kind of build up on it. All right, and for my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is supposed to be the dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but the Brow Wiz is like anywhere from $26, and this one is only like $13. And I think that is such a steal because you are getting a really good pencil for like less than $15. And like, as you can see, it is just amazing. Just a very good pencil that helps to shape my brows. But what I find is with any of these skinny tip brow pencils, doesn't matter if it's Anastasia, doesn't matter if it's like NYX, don't roll it up too much, because then what happens is the time that you start applying pressure, they start snapping. And I think just because I work in the industry and I get that feedback from customers so much that, oh, I hate this pencil because it snaps. It's like, well, it's not meant to be rolled up that high. All right, y'all, so for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use that same Fit Me foundation, and I'm just gonna take that and go all over my lid with it. And that just gives like my crease area a little bit of depth. Like, we're not trying to do like a whole cut crease kind of thing. That's not really what I'm going for today. I want more of like a natural glam, but like with a little bit of oomph, just by spruce up my normal everyday kind of look. So I feel like you see a lot of people on social media that have like this look where like the lids are just very subtle, but the makeup just still looks flawless. I just got this palette. I got it off Amazon because I don't think they sell it in store anymore. But this is the Blushed Rose palette from Juvia's place, and it is stunning. When I saw the girl use it, I was like, why haven't I seen that before? So I'm gonna use this like really sparkly pinky shade, and I'm gonna do that like all over the lid, like kind of where the inner corner is, but I definitely am gonna stop like halfway and not take it down towards the back end. And then I just do the other side, and I'm using my fingers for this because I feel like with shimmery shades, it just, your finger just picks up the shade so much better anyway. Then I want to brighten my blush a little bit more, so I'm going in with this really, really pretty kind of hot pink shade, and I'm gonna tap into that lighter pink shade too. Ooh, I can already tell a little bit. I just need a little, oh my goodness. That could transfer as too much, but I'm gonna use the opposite side of the brush just to kind of tone and diffuse that down. But that just stepped my blush up to another level, and I love it. And then I ordered these lashes off TikTok Shop, so I'm just gonna use those. So I remember when the Lily lashes used to be a thing, and people were paying like $20 for a pair of lashes. I'm people. And like literally I would get the lashes and like I would wear them and then try to rip the glue off of it so that I could reuse them a second time, and the whole damn lash would just tear in half. And like after like the third time doing that, I was like, I'm not paying $20 for one pair of lashes anymore. I don't care. I don't know, it's just the influencers, they were pushing them so hard. And the Miami, those were my favorite style. Like I just got them. I did a video not too long ago, but I got mine from TJ Maxx because like to hell with paying $20 for a pair of lashes. That's insane. But yeah, I would buy them all the time and they would just rip on me. And I had time to be wasting my money. Now, tweezers always come in handy when you're doing your lashes because they just give me so much more control, and it's just so easy to get this lash on. So this is really, really pretty. And honestly, these look just like the Miami lashes, but I paid $12 for like that whole entire pack of lashes. It was like 24. So yeah, this is insane because you get 24 pair of lashes in that pack. And these are just, these lashes, they eat down like. And I do like to put mascara on my bottom lash. I'm not really an eyeliner wearer. I'll do it every now and then, but it's just not really my thing. And if you're wondering about the mascara that I'm using, this is the Lash and Roll from Elf Cosmetics. Another really good affordable mascara. It is supposed to be the dupe to the Roller Lash from Benefit Cosmetics. And honestly, the Roller Lash makes my eyes itch. It's something in that formula that I cannot use. When I used to work at Ulta, I would get it for free all the time and I would have to throw it away because like anytime I tried to put it on my eyes was just itching. It looks really good. And then of course I'm gonna set my face with my Elf Power Grip Setting Spray. So if your skin is really oily, maybe try the Revlon. I know they have one that's supposed to be the dupe. They're supposed to have the dupe to the Patrick Star one. This one is going to give your skin like that dewy kind of glow. All right, so for my lip liner, Morphe lip liners just have my heart. If you haven't used their lip liners, you're missing out because they're like $6 and they are amazing. So as you can see, their lip liner is super creamy. Nothing is worse than using a lip liner and it just drags your lips. Like, honey, my lips are already dry. Last thing I need is them being torn up from lip liner. Now I'm gonna be using Bare All. This is a matte lipstick from Morphe Cosmetics. And this lipstick, it is a little bit drying, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on top of it with the Lifter Gloss from Maybelline. This is in the shade Opal. And oh my goodness, they have really good lip gloss. Now I love e.l.f. lip gloss, but if you're looking for something that's like, this really doesn't have like that minty formula like e.l.f. does, but this is stunning. So, and then I'm just gonna use a little bit of powder underneath just to kind of define under the cheekbone, give me a little bit more of a snatched look. But I'm only doing a little bit because, like I said, I don't want the harsh lines. So this is another product that is super optional, but it is so pretty. Y'all just wait till I put it on. So this is the luminizer from Sephora in the shade Pink Flash. It is, just wait. It just takes your blush to the next level. Watch. That is so pretty and stunning, and it's good if you don't want to wear like a full-on highlighter, but this just gives like that baby pink. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. One of my favorite products. If they ever discontinue this, I would be upset. So yeah, that is it, guys. We have done this full face using nothing but drugstore products, and it looks like I got the expensive-ish on my face. And that is on, you don't have to use expensive makeup to have a stunning, beautiful look. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join my beautiful online family, and I will see you guys in my next video. I'm about to leave the house because somebody got to see this makeup, okay? It is so pretty. So I hope you guys have the most amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video.